Welcome to
Forever
Fandom. This is our new channel here. We're starting podcast, father-daughter here. And my name is Jed. Hello. And my daughter, Rebekah. And we're going to go over different fandoms that we like, maybe check out some fandoms that you guys like, and go through and discuss it. We have a lot of up-and-coming movies and TV series that we're interested in that we're going to go through, and we wanted to get this started and kind of kick it off with a game to play for the first couple episodes where we go through. Yes.
It's something on these paws.
It is yes. It is called C.L.A.W, C.L.A.W, and the idea is that we say a fandom and then we each say whether we consume it, which means you enjoy it. Mm-hmm. But then beyond, enjoying it, you don't live it. That's the C in claw. And L is live, so you live it. This is something you cosplay as, something that you continually go back to.
They can't imagine going a day without thinking
about. There you go. And then abandon, the A is abandon. And that's just like, don't care for it, don't want it. Either you have watched it or seen it or read it and you didn't like it. Or...
Also, no dog people on this.
Okay.
Just kidding, of course. You guys can stay. Just know we're cat people.
Well, we have a dog, but we don't have to.
I don't like the dog.
Okay, you shouldn't like the dog. Okay. So let me get through the explanation here, sweetie.
Sorry, you said be engaged.
I did say be engaged. This is true. Thank you for being engaged. I appreciate that. You're welcome. Interactive, engaged. You're a little young for the other. Okay.
Yeah, heck yeah.
So we went over consume, live, abandon, and then the W is why. So we pick consume, live, or abandon for whichever fandom we're talking about, and then we explain the why. And so as we go through here, we're going to, cover, we have, 5 or 6 fandoms to go through today on our first episode.
Hair.
There you go. That's
cat hair.
That's Katniss hair.
No, Katniss is a human.
Well, you dressed up as Katniss earlier.
Yes.
So that's okay. Anyway.
And potato. It's also a type of potato.
Is it?
Yes, or nicknamed the water potato.
Interesting.
I learned that from Hunger Games.
I did not know that. Okay,
so we're gonna. About 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then you can cook them.
You need to talk into the microphone.
Then they're as good as any potato.
Okay.
Watch as they didn't hear any of that. And then
probably not.
Then they're as good as any potato.
That makes total sense. Okay. Before we get into the game, though, what are you drinking, Rebekah?
Soda.
Soda? Okay. You got
Mango
a fun.
soda.
Hey, you got an Orlando cup there. Okay. This is our
District 4. This
is the part of the Starbucks Been There series where it has
there's glitter
different
on it.
Cities. What am I going to do with you? Okay.
Love me
what
forever.
I'm drinking is coffee. I normally don't have it in this mug, but I wanted to have a cool mug for the podcast.
And you're saying my mug isn't cool?
No, your mug's cool. This is my butterbeer mug. I don't know if you can see that very well, but this here we got at Universal in the Harry Potter area. So I think last year they had them. It's just plain black coffee, but it is flavored coffee. I suppose it's a chocolate chunk cookie.
It tastes just like black coffee.
Very good. Okay, first fandom. We're gonna play Claw.
It's just thin and bitter.
Oh, we're still talking about coffee?
It's just thin and bitter.
Okay.
Why do you like it so much? Tea's way better.
Okay.
Even Katniss thinks tea's better.
I'm happy about that.
She tried coffee and she's like, it's just thin and bitter.
Maybe we should start with Hunger Games then, since you just are going to keep talking about it.
Yes, okay. I am.
Okay, let's start our game. Go. Hunger Games. What is it for you? It's a live? You going to explain why or just leave it there?
Of course, I'm going to explain why. I love the characters. I love the depth. Especially Battle of Songbirds and Snakes. It really makes you think. But then the first 3, they're just really good progression from Katniss trying to protect her sister. By the way, there's going to be spoilers in this.
That's fair.
But her main goal is trying to protect her sister. So she volunteers for her in the reaping and everything. Yet in the end of the series, her sister still dies. And so she went through all this to save her sister, but then she still dies in the end. But so Katniss is thinking, I did this all for absolutely nothing. When then you really see she freed all of Panem by trying to save her sister through all the progression and all that. She's eventually started a revolution and saved everyone.
So
basically.
We're playing the claw game, not going over the full
I know.
movie series.
I'm just saying one of the reasons why I like it.
Okay, because it has good writing.
Yes.
Has a good story.
I love Clove. Just she's awesome. I love Finnick, and I love President Snow. Mainly when he's younger, though.
Okay. For me, Hunger Games is an abandoned. Don't like it. I haven't read any of the books. I have watched the first movie.
Very vaguely you watched it. You did not pay attention to it.
Okay. I did at the time. It was like 6 years ago.
He did not.
Okay. But I don't like it. I didn't. It's like a teenage horror movie where they're just killing each other, and I don't like it.
What if teenagers aren't allowed to watch that kind of movie yet, but then that's like the only like kind of intense movie that they get to watch?
I think that'd be horrible.
Why?
Because it's a horrible movie.
It has amazing writing. It has some good morals in it and stuff. Not the killing the people.
Yeah,
morals,
I was like, let's avoid the big issue. And
no, the whole thing is trying to get rid of that big issue. It is trying to fix that. It is a fallen society, which very well could happen the way we're going right now. But it's a fallen society, and them trying to bring it back to redemption. Them trying to save it.
That's fair. Okay. How about we move on to our next one? Yeah? That might be loud.
I hear a cat. Don't worry, I'm not furry or anything. I just hear a cat, and so I'm trying to call her over.
Okay, we're going to move on.
She has a toy for me.
We're going to move on. Hopefully it's not a dead lizard and it's a toy.
It has been a dead lizard before, and she's an inside cat. Imagine waking up with a dead lizard on you.
Not good.
With it bleeding all over you. It's gross. You don't want that to happen.
She was out in the Hunger Games herself.
Basically. Clove with the knife, just spearing the lizard.
I have no idea what that reference is.
It's a very quick scene that probably most of even the Hunger Games fans won't get, but I've watched the movie a lot, and I've listened to the book at least 20 times.
Wow, that's a lot.
Basically memorized it.
Okay. Are you going to let me move on here? Every time I try to move on, you're pulling us back to Hunger Games.
Continue.
Okay. I guess I'd pull this back too.
Yes, you did.
Okay, next one is Simpsons. Now, I don't think you've ever watched the show because it's a bit adult for you. It has a lot of adult humor in it. But you have been to the Simpsons area in Universal, so you get kind of a gist of some of this genre or this fandom.
Out of the area, I don't like it because they don't in the ride they don't really do much humor and stuff, and it just feels really awkward and weird and kind of cringy. But like
the Simpsons ride, I don't like at all.
It gives me a headache.
It replaced Back to the Future, which was an amazing ride.
I don't even know what that is.
I know that's okay.
Because we started that movie, Back to the Future, but then like I was so young, I don't really remember much. But then like, it got inappropriate or something, or a lot of cussing or something. So we're like, nope. I'm like, what? What do you know what happened?
Yeah, we should circle back and watch that now.
Yes.
Okay. For me,
also,
Simpsons.
if you want us to watch or read any fandoms, maybe leave it in the comments.
Yeah, leave it in the comments. Let us know.
No guarantee, but we definitely will try.
Sure. What was your rating on that then?
Oh, goodness.
Okay.
I feel like right now it's in a band, but I feel like if I watched it, it would probably be like consume. Mm-hmm. It wouldn't be something like I go about every day thinking about or anything. It would just be something like, oh yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, that sounds good. It's consumed for me too. I enjoy the TV show. I get into moods where I'll watch, several seasons of it and then not watch it for a few years and then come back and watch it again. So I like it. Okay, next one.
The microphone is very furry.
Now we started with Hunger Games, so that's out of order what I wrote down here. So why don't we move on to Doctor Who?
Doctor Who?
Doctor Who. I don't think you've ever seen Doctor Who.
I'm saying who is Doctor Who.
She's never seen Doctor Who. It's a British
Doctor Strange,
TV
British
series.
Doctor Strange.
He is an alien Time Lord.
So
that
Doctor
has
Strange.
A time machine.
Yeah, so Doctor Strange.
Okay.
Necklace, time necklace. He does a lot of alien work.
He has a screwdriver that he does everything. It's like his wand.
I mean, he has a cape.
He fixes everything and does all his magic.
I mean, Doctor Strange has a cape thing.
There you go.
So.
There you go. Similar.
Yeah, though, I mean, the actor's already British. I'm blanking on his name.
So, can you give an answer on this one since you haven't watched it?
No. All I know, I feel like I would like it since it's British.
Yeah, you do like British accents and things.
I love British.
And here there's so many. Like,
I'm not being sarcastic. I'm not trying to offend any of you if you're British. I am genuinely a giant fan of you guys. Even if I don't even know your name.
Especially the way you talk.
I'm a big fan of you guys. I love it. All the tea, all the British accents.
Well, you like in the UK pavilion at Epcot going over to the Twinnings, store and talking to the people there because they're always from Britain.
I love it.
Yeah,
I want to visit there. I want to visit there so bad.
We've talked about doing a transatlantic cruise.
What? To Britain?
Well, you would fly over, and then you'd take the cruise back.
Would we go into Britain?
It depends upon where the cruise is going out of.
I want to go into Britain.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Britain.
But anyway, so back to Doctor Who. I think it's a consume for me for the most part. I haven't really watched the early ones, like the real old ones. I have watched a lot of the sort of middle episodes, and I like those a lot. And then the newest stuff, not a fan. So I would abandon the newest stuff, and I would consume the middle stuff, and probably not bother with the old stuff. Just
I feel like
I might like it. I don't know.
You like old stuff.
Yeah, I might like it. I'd probably consume the old stuff too. So that would be mine for that. Let's move on to Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
If my butterbeer mug gives you any indication, this is a live for me. Same. And now, is that just because you're my child, or do you actually like the...
I like it. I like the plot. It used to be my favorite book in general, but I grew up knowing the plot and everything. And so it wasn't like oh my gosh, I didn't know that. Unlike Hunger Games, I had no idea what would happen.
No, that's true.
And it has... I have to say Hunger Games has more suspense.
Okay.
But Harry Potter just is a classic. It is something that you read and burrows deep in your heart because it is just a classic. You love it.
Yeah.
Unless if you don't.
Unless if you don't. Okay, well,
it's fair.
And for me, I grew up before the movies liking the books. Well, I grew up. I was an adult. But we, back before we had kids, my wife and I would go to the midnight release parties at Barnes & Noble or whatever bookstore was having it nearby. And we would enjoy that. And I especially love the audiobooks.
Can you hear my soda popping?
There you go. Not sure if hopefully the microphone won't pick that up. But so it's a live for me. I love the books. I love the movies, although when the movies came out, I would be upset with them for not putting more in it.
Honestly, I'm still upset with them, even though I started with the movies. So that's not just.
But you went, yeah. Well, and I'm hoping they have the new TV series that they're working on. So I'm really hoping that they're going to be able to make that more true to book form. And so, because the movies took some liberties I didn't like.
Harry with black hair and green eyes.
Yeah. And some of the parts of the movie, we'll do an episode on Harry Potter. I'm sure we'll dig into it.
Oh, so many.
Probably several episodes talking about the new series coming up.
Probably some on also individual characters, like diving down into their backstories, diving into why they might have done this choice and stuff. Which I also think, again, going back to Hunger Games, I think that'd be pretty interesting to do with some of them.
Yeah.
Because you don't get to see a ton of them.
Well, not for me, but.
But they still are.
I don't like it.
But they still are in the arena and stuff, so they're still experiencing, like, for instance, the wildfire. We know that the careers were also stuck in the wildfire that Katniss was stuck in. So, like, how do you think that, almost like a what if, well, not exactly a what if, but you kind of used your imagination to piece together what you know about the character and how you think that they would react to that kind of situation.
Okay. I'm up for anything.
Yes.
Maybe you'll convince me to like those books more. I don't know.
I want more clove. I need more clove.
Okay.
Clovers. I want more clovers.
And then we didn't mention too much the new Harry Potter land coming.
Oh yeah.
With Epic Universe. Yeah.
I did this braid. It's a bubble braid. I want you to know. Guess what Hunger Games character has a bubble braid? Not you.
Leave it in the comments?
Leave it in the comments, yes.
Okay, leave it in the comments. If you couldn't tell that she's really into Hunger Games right now.
I love it.
Every time I try to move to the next thing, she pulls us back in. It's okay.
I literally was just listening to
Episode
it
3. Episode 3. We're going to talk about Hunger Games.
I quite literally just, was listening to it right before getting onto this podcast thing.
There we go.
So, it's fresh in my mind. And so I'm like, Hunger Games.
Okay.
Happy Hunger Games. Cool. And may the odds be ever in your favor. My attempt at a capital accent.
There we go.
I can never do it.
Okay, we need to keep going here. We're running out of time.
Trinket.
We're running out of time. We got to keep going.
It can be a longer episode since it's the first one.
It's the first one, yeah. We're shooting for 20-ish minutes.
Yes, so the first one might run over. Some of them might run over a bit.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
But
one last Harry Potter question. What is your favorite out of? So I see it kind of in 4 categories really, because there's video games too. Mm-hmm. So you have the books, the movies, the video games, or the parks.
Which one do I like the most?
Yeah,
books.
Okay.
Though I really like the other things. I really like again, leave in the comments if any of you guys have played Hogwarts Legacy.
That's good.
Also, leave in the comments what your house is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let us know what your house is.
I'm Ravenclaw, though I've taken the test more recently. I keep getting Slytherin.
Oh.
But, so I'm...
I think that Hunger Games is seeping into your bloodstream.
No, I did it even before. I took it before, and I still got Slytherin.
Uh-huh.
But, so, also, as you watch, I want your guys' help. What do you think I would... Out of those 2, what do you think I am?
Okay. Give us your opinion.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on from Harry Potter.
Also, I'm not going to say my grades.
We have 2 more to go through for this episode.
Yes.
You wanted to talk about Roblox.
Roblox.
So this is
and yes,
game
I know
only.
It's not exactly a fandom, but it's a video game.
It's a pretty big one.
With like a kajillion video games inside that video game.
Okay, so yeah, maybe explain it real quick for those who don't know.
So those who don't know what Roblox is and who have been living under a rock in a hole buried in the center of the earth, it is... A lot of times people view it as like a cringy game since like a lot of younger kids play it, but it is, I love it personally. I personally love the game inside of it, Clip It. I like the Warrior Cats Ultimate Edition. I like Dress to Impress, stuff like that, which I might actually later go into some Dress to Impress stuff because they seem to be adding a little bit like of a mystery side to it that you can of course play the normal game, but you can like go through different things and stuff. If you find where the heck they are,
gotcha.
You can find like there's this little secret room, and like for a while the person that like did your nails and stuff, like the character that did your nails, she has disappeared. And then they replaced her with one that has almost the exact same name, but looks a little bit different. Then you can go into the secret area and you see her in a cage. And so you're like, what's happening?
That's weird.
Yes, you're just like, what's happening?
She's locked up, apparently.
Yes, so I want to make some theories, of course, about that. Since
okay.
I also see it all over Clip It. What the heck happened to her?
Okay. So, okay.
But yeah, there's a lot of really good games. I also like the knockoff Hunger Games game in it because there is a Hunger Games game, but it's It's good, but not as many people play it, and it doesn't go into the same detail and stuff, and it only has one map and all that. I like an off-brand one called the Ember Games, and it basically is Hunger Games. Almost every, you can just go in there and just in the little chat box, just go and talk to people about Hunger Games because they know what the heck, because they are fans of it.
They know what's going on.
Yeah, I've gone in and see people with their username as like Katniss or Peta or Gale or Clove. I'm planning on changing mine to Clove.
That's not very original. We could talk about, like usernames. Should you mimic it exactly or have some sort of variation?
I know.
I like variations.
I know at one time, or I don't remember whether I have done it or whether I'm planning to do it or whatever, but I'm doing Catnip Everdeen because that is one of her nicknames.
Okay.
But also her last name.
Okay. Okay, so what is Roblox then?
Roblox
for you is for the claw.
Oh, it's a live. I play it for a couple hours a day.
There you go.
Because it's so fun.
I think for me it's a consume. I played Minecraft more. I think of Roblox as Minecraft.
Yeah,
it's the newer version. I don't know.
Yeah, it's basically Minecraft.
But it also seems to be sort of like Fortnite, where it has a bunch of different.
It's like the creative mode
games
of Fortnite
in there, and I know Fortnite takes a lot from Roblox and vice versa. I think for some of those game modes, they probably
get
like
inspiration
Bed Wars
from
and things like
other.
that. I think that's originated.
Pretty sure that was
Roblox first.
No, I'm pretty sure that was actually Minecraft first.
Minecraft, okay.
Because that was in the original map. You could go and play.
Okay. Cool.
Bed Wars, and now it's in Fortnite. Now it's in Roblox since it was just such a big hit.
Yeah.
At least I think that's where it originated. It might have originated somewhere else, but that's the first place I saw it.
If you know, leave it in the comments.
Yes.
We'll check it out. Okay, last one.
And if you just want to say something absolutely random or just type random letters,
she likes
leave
random.
it in the comments because I want comments.
Okay. Last one is the DC universe. And that's pretty big, I suppose. Maybe we'll have to drill down at some point, but just overall, DC overall.
I'll probably need to watch those.
Yeah, I don't think. Have you watched any?
Nope.
That you've watched? Yeah, I don't.
Is the Beetle one, the Blue Beetle or whatever, DC or Marvel?
I think that's DC, but I haven't watched
Okay, I
it.
watched like a couple seconds. I watched like a couple minutes of that.
So you haven't watched much DC.
He felt very Spider-Man-esque.
So it's probably at this point a consume for you, so you can figure out if you like it or not. But there's certain ones like you don't like.
I don't like Superman.
Right? Yeah.
Change my mind.
Change her mind. For me, it depends upon what parts of DC.
I want a brain implant. Change my mind.
It's definitely a consume. I love the Batmans, especially like the Dark Knight trilogy.
I feel like I'd like
that.
Batman.
That was a good. Those were good.
Yeah. I feel like I would like Harley Quinn, Joker, and Batman.
Okay.
Since I like the villains.
Yeah, I play Harley Quinn and Joker a lot on Fortnite. So.
I play Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
A fair amount. But
I like Joker because he's a male character that's skinny, so your hitbox is small. But
I like to play as
all the help I can
Sylvie.
get.
I play Sylvie a lot.
Yeah, well, yeah, you like Loki, but we'll talk about that in the second episode, I'm sure. Okay, so that's it. So for me, DC's consume, and that's the why. So what you guys can do in the comments. Well, first of all, like and subscribe would be awesome. We're going to be coming out with these. The plan is once a week, and 20-minute or so episodes,
and comment,
just talking about fun stuff that we like, and then as you guys have ideas, we'll talk about fun stuff you guys like too. And then, so in the comments, leave what your claw rating is. So consume, live, or abandon, and then why for Hunger Games, Simpsons, Doctor Who, Harry Potter, Roblox, and DC Universe. And with that, I think we're done. We're ready to close this out? No?
I really quickly want to give a shout out to three of my favorite Clip It creators.
Okay.
I don't know their actual names, so of course I'm not going to say that.
Of course, we don't want to do that.
But there's this one called Jade that does some like drawings and puts on Roblox, and then there's Mystery.
Okay.
All capitals. Any of you guys that play Roblox, please go check her out. She's a small clip it creator, and she's really good. And then I also like Summer Co.
Is this your shout out corner at the end of our episodes? Yeah. Okay. You going to have one every episode maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll shout out different things.
Summer Co., anybody who plays Clip It probably will know since she's pretty popular.
Okay.
But then, yeah.
Okay, let's wrap this thing popular. Up. Thank you
Mystery,
for tuning in.
Make her famous, please. She's awesome.
Okay. You done?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for tuning in. Like and subscribe. And tune in for the next episode where we're going to continue the C.L.A.W game, going through some of the fandoms inside of Disney. And then our third episode, we will be talking a lot about Hunger Games. And that one I'm going to have to rely on my beautiful daughter to talk about because I don't know that much about Hunger Games. But I'm going to learn.
I know a lot.
And we're going to see here. So thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.
Bye, tiny chickens. Maybe it's in your flagellums.